Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It is Thursday, August 8th, 2024, and my name is Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas, and that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So, good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here. I see Sue, first one here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Temps are great for being outside. That's awesome, Sue. Not here. It's too hot. Anyway, if you guys can tell me if everything's good on the video, that would help me out because my iPad reinstalled Facebook. So now I'm just able to get on. Okay, I think I am live in the right place. Okay, I'm good. Sorry, I was nervous because I couldn't see anything. Anyway, good morning. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Sue, Cindy, she says, I'm actually on time for a live. LOL. I love it, Cindy, over on YouTube. And Lori in Minnesota liked and shared. Thank you. Good for you, Lori. Thank you very much. I appreciate you telling me. Mary Jo, upstate New York, sending good vibes we are all weathering Tropical Storm Debbie. Yes, I think you guys are getting more in that area than here in Texas at this time. I'm going to fix my Facebook thing here. Share. Okay, or not Facebook. I'm not fixing anything. I'm fixing my view on my iPad so I can see it better. Okay. Anyway, so good morning and thank you guys. Landa, good morning. Rosemary in Aruba. Ooh, very nice, Rosemary. We're all jealous of that. Linda in Mansfield. Pat, good morning. Thanks for sharing, Pat. Okay, so my name's Jennifer Cotton. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator 22 years now, almost 23. And I do this as a full-time business. So I offer lots of events. I do these weekly videos. I do all kinds of stuff. Have a big team, all the things. And so I'll be telling you about some of that stuff today. As a reminder, also, let me grab this graphic. I will add timestamps to this video in the YouTube video later today, so you can skip around on replay to the parts that you want to see, specials, card one, whatever it is. That'll be in the description. You'll click more or show more, and you'll be able to click around. And then tomorrow, Friday, August 9th, I'll put a link right over here to take you straight to my blog, which is stamptherapist.com. That's where you go to find out what events are coming up. What cards did you make on the last video? What's the ordering special? How do I join your team? How do I shop? Like anything you can think of should be sort of answered on the blog. And then, of course, you can email or message me for more details if it's not covered there. Okay, back to a different view here for me. Also, Sandy, good morning. Cool day is in Wisconsin. Cindy, good morning. Thanks for sharing. Good to see everybody again. Okay, so as you come on, do say hi because that will get you entered to win the cards I'm going to make today. I'm going to make 3 cards with the Frosted Forest bundle, which actually includes some stencils, but mine are a hot mess right now. So you'll see those when I make the cards. I can't really hold them up because they're wrapped in paper. This is how I kind of store my stencils. I'll show you that later. Anyway, it's a bundle that includes stencils, dies, and stamps, and I'm making 3 cards, and you will have a chance to win them just by commenting on the video, even on replay, on YouTube, on Facebook, on YouTube comments. All of it counts. And then if you share the video like Pat and Cindy and lots of people have already, comment that you shared like they did so that you will be entered a second time to win. All of that does help me when you click like, when you give a thumbs up, when you share, subscribe, turn on notifications. All that helps me in my business. So thank you very much. What's next? Events. So next is events. As I mentioned already, but I offer lots of events throughout every single month that anyone can take. Let me put this graphic up here. Anyone in the United States can take my events. Anyone in the world can take the PDF tutorials. Those are per Stampin' Up! Policies. For the events, we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything we possibly can, unless otherwise stated in the registration. So you probably will need the featured bundle dies for most of my events, but not all. And then we cut everything else. We emboss it, all the stuff. You'll cut your own designer paper or kit components if they're included in the kit. And a reminder, you can get the tutorials only for every event. Anyone can get those in the world, but that's during event registration. So for example, if I talk about sampler today and you're like, I just want the PDF tutorial. Of course, my team gets it free. My team gets all my tutorials free. But if you want the sampler, for example, this month, go to that class registration link and find the option for sampler only. Okay, let me check. So first up is my monthly classes. I do 4 classes every month. Without fail, card class, scrapbook class, stamp a stack class, and sampler class. I hold all 4 in person on the same day, and they're all offered to go. The in-person date is August 17th. You have until August, well, there's different dates depending on the class, so I'll tell you that in a minute. But it's August 17th in person in DeSoto, Texas. And then to go is mailed or ready for pickup by August 19th. The card and scrapbook, I have sneak peeks of all of these. By a miracle, I've designed every class for this month. Card class is 4 cards for $20 or free with a $20 order. Again, you can take it in person or to go. For card and scrapbook, you need to register by August 15th, and it is while supplies last. We only cut a certain amount, and then when they're gone, they're gone. We're going to use the Attention Shoppers Bundle and the Sketched Butterflies stamp set for these classes. For this one, for card, we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything we possibly can. You stamp and assemble with your own supplies or take it in person. These are the 4 cards and $20 free with a $20 purchase. So you can sign up for this class right now. The link has been sent out. It's been posted in the VIP Facebook group. Lights are bright today. Or you can sign up for my email newsletter and register in the 1 p.m. email that goes out every Thursday after my videos. Scroll to the bottom of that video email, and you'll see these tons of pink links. And the one that says like sign up for August classes includes card, scrapbook, stamp a stack, sampler. You can pick and choose. Okay, that's card. 4 cards for $20, free with a $20 order. Then we have scrapbook. So we're doing 2 back to school pages and 1 just a generic page. I'm going to show you those now, and they're 12 by 12, and you get everything you need. Again, for scrapbook, we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything we can. You stamp and assemble at home. So basically, for these first 2 pages, there's very little stamping. You're going to get all this stuff cut for you. So welcome back, 2024. And then we're going to do this page 1. This was heavily inspired. I just put family on there. By some pages I saw on Facebook. Yes, Facebook, in Facebook groups I'm in, by another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I believe, who used to be a maker. They make some awesome pages. And I have her name over in my VIP Facebook group. I'm the worst with names of people I really know in real life, much less online. But heavily inspired from her on those. So sign up for either of these by August 15th while supplies last. Truly, we do run out of those. So make sure you sign up now if you want it. The earlier you sign up, the better, because if you sign up before I do my estimation, then you're in. If you sign up after and we filled it up and sold them all, you're out. Let me catch up here. Lots of people came on. Terry, good morning. Marcia in Wisconsin, good morning to you. Joanne in Massachusetts, good morning. Mary Ellen in Montana, thanks for sharing as well. Hold on, I got mixed up. Terry, good morning. Thanks for sharing. Linda, good morning. Martha, good morning over on YouTube. And Janet in stormy North Carolina. Yeah, y'all are getting it up there in the north. Martha, thanks for sharing. Janet, Hurricane Debbie Did I say Derby earlier? Hurricane Debbie is paying us an unwelcome visit. Boo. Martha, thanks for sharing. Angelique, good morning. Sandy, prayers to you guys. Yes, hopefully it's just rain. I did hear about tornadoes. I forgot where the tornado was. Yeah. And then they immediately talked about how slow moving the storm was. And I was like, it's slow moving, but it's got tornadoes. That's irritating. Tracy in Florida. Terry, good morning. Stella, good morning. Oma, good morning. Becky, good morning. Marcella in rainy Maryland. Martha says the family scrapbook pages are beautiful. Right, Martha? I cannot take credit for that design, but I agree. Okay, next up is my 2 subscription clubs. Yes, you can take it as a one-time class, or you can sign up and join the subscription club. Either way, you get the same projects. You just save a little money and get perks if you join the club. So my clubs are, they include over $20. These subscription clubs, because I have another club as well. Anyway, include over $20 in merchandise. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible. Yes, we still die cut everything we can for you for this class. It includes a PDF tutorial like all of my events. You get, if you join the club, you get a free gift after 6 consecutive months of being a member. You can also, of course, slowly build your stamp collection by adding on the bundles that we use at a discount each month. That's optional. And you get occasional gifts from me. Karen and I are actually working on the gift for this month right now, like figuring out what we're using, because we ordered something from Amazon and we may still use it, but anyway. So, just to clarify again, sign up by August 11th for scrapbook and, I'm sorry, not scrapbook, sampler and Stamp-A-Stack, the 2 I'm about to show you. Sign up by August 11th. Join the club. It's only $35. Shipping is extra for club members, or just sign up for the one-time class for $37. Shipping is extra. By the way, these 4 classes, many people take multiples and the shipping is combined for all 4. So you only pay shipping once for these 4 classes, whether you take 1 or 4. Was I going to say anything else about the club? You get over 20 in merchandise. It's either 35 or 37. Oh, links. That's what I was going to say. 1 p.m. email, you'll see the link to join the monthly classes. That's the one-time option. You'll see a link to join clubs. That's the subscription option. Okay, so sampler, we're using the Poised Peony stamp set and the Frames and Flowers Designer Series paper. You're getting a full pack of that paper, plus some ribbon, plus some embellishments. And I don't want to show this too long because I want y'all to buy my class. But I think this is a gorgeous sampler. It's a 12 by 12, by the way, so you can frame it just like this one up here. Excuse the light going through the middle. You can frame it like that. You can decorate with, that's a shadow box. You can decorate your home. You can give it as a gift. You can change it out seasonally. Just pop open the back of that frame and change it out seasonally, etc. But it is 12 by 12. And this is the one we're doing this month. So pretty. I think you're going to love it. It's also very easy because this designer paper is so awesome. So sign up now. You're going to get those step-by-step instructions, cut, die cut, punch, and emboss. It's going to be awesome. Okay, next for the Stamp-A-Stack class and club, we are starting our Christmas series. So I'm helping you. I want you to get ready for Christmas. I want you to have at least, let me do the math. I forgot to do the math. August, September, October, November, 4 months times 8 classes. I want you to have at least 32 Christmas cards ready to go at the end of November by joining my club or signing up for these classes. You're going to make 4 designs, 2 of each every month, different cards each month, of course. 4 designs, 2 of each. And by the end of the 4 months, you'll have 32 cards. You'll also have the PDF tutorial and extra supplies left over so you can make even more on your own. But we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible for the 8 every month. So you can join the club right now by August 11th to be in on this, or you can just sign up for the single class, whichever you prefer. But this is helping you get ready. So we're using 2 bundles this month, Golden Greenery and Greetings of the Season, because one has the words, one doesn't. And we're making some really beautiful cards. You need to sign up. We're making some gorgeous cards. You can attend this in person, both sampler as well, in person, or take it to go. So I'm just saying, you should sign up. There we go. We're starting Christmas. It is time. Order your envelopes now if you're going to make your own cards. Order your basics, your white or vanilla cardstock. Make sure you have plenty on hand. Here's all my white. I don't have enough vanilla. Actually, I do have a lot of vanilla. It's just over on a table at this time. But stock up on your envelopes, your basics, your Wink of Stellas, all your stuff you're going to need for all those Christmas projects. Because you're not just going to make cards. You're going to make tags and all kinds of stuff. Shirley, good morning. Thanks for sharing. Janet, several tornadoes just east of us. Oh my gosh. Terrible. Marcella, thanks for sharing. Julie, good morning. Thank you for sharing. Amy, good morning. Good to see you as well. Seal, viewing from Pennsylvania. See, Hurricane Debbie expected to arrive here tomorrow. These hurricanes. Jackie, good morning. Janet, I send out 85 Christmas cards every year. Yes, exactly. We have to start early. I bet you do start early as well, Janet. We have to start thinking about that. How many cards am I going to send out? When am I going to start making them? So, yes. Is your cube, if I can read, Mary Jo? Yes, my cube storage is, well, these are Stampin' storage. The shelf is IKEA. I do have a Stampin' storage link if y'all need it. I have a link. It's an affiliate link, so I get like a little commission, but it costs you the same. So all these wooden things are Stampin' storage. This, of course, is Stampin' Up. All of it fits into the IKEA Calyx shelf beautifully. Okay, so those are the monthly classes. I hope I said everything. Next up, next is my craft along. So now is your chance to do the next craft along with me. I'm going to see who's calling. I'm going to listen. Okay, I think it's a spam. Okay, I had my first craft along last month. Thank you to everyone who participated. I think it was awesome personally. Hopefully you guys had fun. What it is on my weekly live video on August. Actually, let me put this graphic up so I can read all the dates and stuff. On August 22nd, I'll do my live video, but it'll be, I won't talk as much at the beginning like I am right now. We'll make 4 cards, and you can order the kit so you can make the cards along with me. We're going to use the Potions and Spells bundle. You need to order by this same date as my clubs and classes, August 11th, this coming Sunday, August 11th. So you have 3 days, August 11th. It will be mailed by, do I have that date on here? August 16th. The event will be on August 22nd. And yes, it will be recorded. You do not have to be live to watch it. You're going to get a goodie bag of product, the stuff cut to make 4 cards. You will need the dies, the Potions and Spells dies, to die cut that portion, but we'll cut anything else that's not those dies. I don't think there's any embossing on here. If there was, we would do it. I'm looking at the cards in my hand, but I don't see any embossing, but if there is, we'll do it. You'll die cut that part. Okay. Yeah, it's August 22nd, 9 a.m. Central. That you can register right now. The email has been sent out a couple times. Another email will go out by Sunday. There's a link there should be a link in the 1 p.m. email today. I'm pretty sure there is. If there's not, it's because I messed up. But anyway, and yeah. Now, of course, everybody can watch that video for free on August 22nd. So you're not excluded if you didn't buy it. Also, if you purchase this, you're going to get a tutorial as well. And yes, you can just purchase the tutorial with that link. The tutorial will be sent out by the day before, but I'm not making any promises, but I'm going to try to work on it today. Okay, let me show you a sneak peek of these cards because I think they're awesome. 4 Halloween cards. Let's get ready for this upcoming season with some incredibly cute Halloween cards. Those two are fun folds. This one is just fun. And this is a regular fun fold. Okay, so sign up now. Sign up by Sunday, 1 p.m. email. Make sure you're on my email list. If you're not, you should be, because I'm going to tell you another reason later why to join. But there's a link up here on Facebook right now. There's a link down here in YouTube right now to join my email list. Okay, next up is upcoming events that my links have not been set up for yet. So coming soon, August 10th and December 12th, Stamping Bingo on Zoom at 6:30 p.m. Central. October 10th and December 12th. Those are 2 different dates, and we'll be doing different projects. Anyway, just mark their calendar at 6:30 p.m. Central. If you know you want to come, there'll be plenty of space. Just mark your dates, and the links will be out later. September 14th, Holiday Extravaganza in person in DeSoto, Texas, or you can take it to go. That's where we use about 4 or 5 new bundles and stamp sets. We make sorry, I got distracted because I'm thinking I need to go grab some Advil. I'm going to run and grab Advil in a second. My back is hurting. I don't want to go through this whole video and then take the Advil. Okay, September 14th, Holiday Extravaganza. You'll make at least 8 projects. There's also stamping demos and extra displays. September 28th, paper share party with Alejandra. Get excited. Yes, you can do a paper share with me, paper share only, or add the party for the new holiday catalog. And then September, the holiday retreat in a box. So everyone, not everyone, but a couple of people have been asking me, what are you using for the September retreat? April and I are still finalizing that. We ordered, well, I don't know about April, but I pre-ordered, and it's coming today from the new holiday catalog. And so once I can see what I think I want to use in person and a paper copy of the catalog, which will be in my box today, then we'll make our final determinations and set up those links so y'all can register. But anyway, hopefully all that made sense. My next thing is my craft along. So I'm going to type, let me see if I can brand, let's see, no, banner, create a new banner. I'm going to make a thing that says, I'll be right back. And y'all know this, but scroll across bottom, add banner, show. I'm just gonna literally run into my bathroom, grab the Advil bottle, and run back in here so I can take it while I'm talking to y'all. Let me see if I can also put this on the screen. That way you can get excited for this VIP party while I will literally be right back, guys. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. See? I'm going to take some Advil because my back is killing me. And if I go through this whole video like that, it'll just be worse at the end. I've got my little... What is that? I drink collagen drink that I drink in the morning. Anyway, all right, I'm cured now. Okay, that little graphic was for a free event, free for my customers and my team and their team and their customers and so on and so on. It's going to be a big party on Facebook in a private group. You're all going to be invited to join. All you have to do is be a customer of mine. So if you've ordered from me in the past year, or of course, if you're in my clubs and or take my classes, you'll be eligible to join this free Facebook group. And then lots of demonstrators are going to be doing demonstrations from this new holiday catalog, which is amazing. It's full of great product. I have nothing to show you today. I know a lot of other demos have already been putting videos out there. I've seen them and I'm like, oh, they one-dayed their order. I paid for 2-day shipping. It's coming today. And I'll probably show you that stuff next week. But it's an awesome catalog. There's so much cool stuff in there, and you're going to get to see a ton of stamping demonstrations in this free group. So the dates are September 3rd and 4th. They will be recorded. You'll be able to access it for about 2 weeks, and then it'll be gone. So just, if you haven't ordered from me in the last year and you're not a club member or what do you call it? A team member, of course, or I guess, taking classes from me. Sorry. I'm like, what's the other thing? In the last 1 year, if you haven't done that, do it right now so you can be eligible to attend. I'm reading. Oh, there will be prizes. It will be recorded and it's free. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Lori. Yeah, I just know, like, if people came on the video and they're like, oh, Lori, your little kitty looks like pretty. They're like, what the heck? Why is the screen just empty and it's silent? But I appreciate that. Okay, let me go back. Stamp along was so much fun. Thank you, Martha. Thank you, Lori. Craft along was great. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Denise, good morning. Yes, please. Love the link. Okay, Mary Jo. Yes. I can't remember if it's in the YouTube video right now. Mary Jo. Stampin' storage link. And I'm writing this down, Mary Jo, but I think that link is in the 1 p.m. email. Like, I think it's a standing link I have, and it might be in the YouTube video right now. Facebook got weird where if my description was too long, I couldn't schedule the video. So I edit the description of the Facebook video after and add all the other links. So I can't remember if it's there, but I'll get it to you one way or another. All right, let me see how far back I think I went too far. Amy, looking forward to the next craft along. Thank you, Carmen. Good morning. Karen, good morning in Pennsylvania. I'm trying to say PA. Nancy, good morning. Yay, bingo. Terry, yes. That's another one I need to pick products for, but haven't not. I had to pick them for a bunch of events, and bingo got left out for now. Lori, good morning. Jennifer, good morning. Nancy, thank you. Just you know how the back is. I think that might be related to age and like, I don't know if I'm in menopause, but that kind of thing. Anyway, I don't know. Y'all know how it is though. It's just a back. He was sweet and cute then, now more of a demon. Lori's cat, y'all. That's the sweet, cute picture of Lori's cat. Awesome, Mary Jo. Okay. What else? In-person retreats, March 27th through 30th, Temple, Texas. Y'all should join us. Me and April are fun. Our retreats are fun. Our people that go are fun. So it's just fun all the way around. You can join us in person in Temple, Texas. You'll get an 8-foot table. You'll get a ton of lighting, like it's daytime, any time of day in there. You'll get meals. You'll get a bed to sleep on. You can get a massage if you want, optional add-on. You can take optional classes added on. You'll be able to use our stamps for the make and takes, 10 or more make and takes, $50 goodie bag, plus gifts all weekend. And you can use our stamps if you add on the optional classes. Not just our stamps, like we set up a whole class table, but anyway, you know what I mean. And then that will be offered to go as well closer to March. And then, of course, the last but not least in-person thing is the crafting cruise, January 26, 2025, out of Galveston, Texas, on Harmony of the Seas. Some of y'all on here are going. Yay. House set with punch. What? Oh, house set with punch, Terry. Hint, hint. I did order that set without a purpose for it yet, so could be. We don't know. We don't know. Sherry, good morning to you. Ramona, good morning. Good to see you, Ramona. Amy, thank you so much. Love your retreats. We love you being there. Do I have a favorite in the new mini? Oh, and Amy says cruise is fun. Do I have a favorite in the new mini? I'd have to look back at it. I can't remember now. Oh, probably the reindeer though, for now. Like, first off, probably the reindeer stuff. Plus, we know more stuff is coming with the reindeers in our scrapbooking release. If you guys don't know this, we have a scrapbook release coming in September. More new product, papers, kits, I think 12 by 12 solid cardstock possibly. And we haven't fully seen it yet, but anyway, we've gotten some little clues about it, us demonstrators. What was my point? So yeah, favorite, probably the reindeer stuff, but there's a lot. Like, I don't know. Wait till I get my order today. Okay, just real quick, just to show you about this cruise. You're going to get gifts. This is last year. You're going to meet fun people and hang out with them if you choose. You don't have to, but a bag, optional card swap, food 24/7. Again, mingling with friends, half a crop table, separate class tables. Fun, fun, fun. So you should join us. Okay, links in the 1 p.m. email today. Let's close out events and move on to specials. There is a bunch of stuff going on right now. As you just saw in this graphic, if you earned bonus days coupons last month, whether you're a demonstrator or a customer, you have to redeem them this month. Demonstrators, of course, we can spend them through ourselves. Customers can spend them with any demonstrator they want. So you can cash them in through me, through whoever. It doesn't matter. If you earned it from one person, you can cash it in through a different person. I mean, I'd love you to shop with me, but I just want you to know the truth. How you do that is after you shop and you go to the cart, there's a thing that says coupon code and a plus sign. You click the plus sign. I like to copy and paste them into there from the email where you got sent the codes. But you can type it in if you prefer. But I copy and paste all the codes in there, one above or below the next. Like type it, hit enter, type it, copy and paste it, hit enter, paste, enter. So they're not side by side, they're on top. And then hit apply or whatever the button is. And that's how they work. So don't forget that. Okay, these 2 new kits came out. Did y'all see them? Did you see them? They're super cute. Both of them are awesome. I've ordered multiples of each. On the left is the haunted house. I didn't write down the names, but haunted, I think, I don't know, haunted something. Anyway, you literally make a haunted house. You do need hot glue. There's a video I can share where they assemble it. Of course, it comes with instructions, but there's a video to assemble it as well. It's really like not small, and it's so cute. And then on the right is the first, I don't know if there'll be more, Christmas card kit. I think it makes 8 cards. Those envelopes are an incredibly shimmery gold. And I think the white on there is a sticker. Like I think the envelope is just gold, and then you put that sticker on there to put the address. So if you were going to use the envelope in a different way, I believe it does not have that sticker on it. Anyway, it has a stamp set. It's a stamping kit and super cute. So it's another way to get started with your Christmas early and easy and simple. Stock up on kits and you can recreate over and over real fast in an emergency. Haunted home. Yes, Lori. Haunted home. Thank you. Martha's going on cruise and can't wait. I'm so excited. Hey, Hilda. Good morning. Yes, Ramona ordered haunted house. Can't wait to get it. Same. Mine will be here today. I don't know what time though. It could be late. So definitely couldn't guarantee it for this video. Those kits are while supplies last. You've been told they're while supplies last. No complaining if they sell out. I don't know how many are available. I mean, I assume they're both still available. Anyway, they're while supplies last. Okay, designer paper sale this month only, 15% off select designer papers from our annual catalog. So you'll want to see the flyer. Of course, it's on my blog, stamptherapist.com. Of course, it's in the email, like a link to it. And of course, I have a printout for my in-person people. So there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 different papers on sale, including 2 that I'm using today, 15% off. I think they're all 1062 because I think they were all 1250. Yes. So check that out. And again, if we run out of stock during the sale, it probably won't be restocked during the sale. So it's considered while supplies last. Not that we're not going to bring it back, just not during the sale. So that's till the end of August. Yes, Lori, she said, ordered 2 kits because I could only imagine what demos will do with it. Exactly. I'll be looking for that as well, what these super creative demonstrators take that haunted house and do extra with it. You know they're going to. Okay, now, of course, I have an order special for you guys as well. When you place an order with me in August, yeah, we're in August 2024, of $25 or more, you're going to get a class packet to make 4 cards. I already made these and showed them on a previous video. So you can, I think that was last week. You can go back and watch that if you would like to see the cards, like how to make them. Of course, you'll get a PDF tutorial as well. 25 or more with the host code gets you the class packet. 50 or more with the host code also gets you the Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock foiled gems. You have to use the host code if it's under 150 to qualify. However, if you place an order with me in August of 150 or more, you're also going to get benefits from Stampin' Up, $15 or more in free merchandise, but don't use the host code. So you'll get your benefits, you'll get the 15 or more free, and you'll get the gifts from me. So these are the 4 cards. Again, I made them on a video. This one is a fun fold with a gatefold card. This is a belly band. That's what I was going to say. The belly band slides off there. This card I showed and talked about last week as well. And then I made these other 2. Gosh, what direction? I always get that tilt wrong. And then this was a fun fold. It's using Country Birdhouse. Did I say that? Country Birdhouse Bundle. And here are those pink, Petal Pink and Peacock foiled gems. All right. So free class. Whoops, those are my notes to Landa. Free class packet. Every single month I do that for y'all. Okay, I've got a little bit of show and tell when I point the camera down. Yeah, a little show and tell, and then we'll get started with our cards. So I'm going to point the camera down. Make sure there's nothing you're not, like nobody's addresses are exposed down here. I was also messing with my camera positioning, which I'm always doing. Anyway, hopefully that'll be okay. I'm going to have to move this later. Okay, so show and tell. First of all, this is random, but I used this on the sampler this month, this butterfly die. This is a set of dies that any Paper Pumpkin subscriber can purchase while supplies last. You have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. And, oh, did y'all hear my stomach? And there's 3 sets of dies out right now, I believe, that only our Paper Pumpkin subscribers can purchase. They coordinate with kits, Paper Pumpkin kits. So there's 3 dies in here. Each one coordinates with a set of dies from a recent Paper Pumpkin. Actually, there's 4 dies here. So I taped these 2 together. So I was like, I need a butterfly for my sampler. Well, I'm just showing y'all in case you don't know this. When you do these 2 together and cut them out, it cuts this, which I was just like, that's so cute. So it's an amazing set of dies. Obviously, if you cut just the large one, you're just going to get a solid butterfly shape. And if you cut only this one, it is not going to die cut in that middle section. So you'll just have wings floating in the middle of a piece of paper, which could be really awesome as well. Okay, that's really low, but if this was white, you would have some white wings cut out and pulled up right here. This part wouldn't be cut. Hope that makes sense. I just wanted to show it. Like, it's Thanks and Beyond dies. You get that thanks. You get, of course, an awesome, I don't know which geometric shape that is, but stitched label. And that butterfly, which is technically 2 dies. So awesome. What's the item number for these paper pumpkin dies? 164397. 164397. Also, in the online store, if you go to this is just info for everybody. In the paper pumpkin section, there is a section about add-ons and stuff. Anyway, that's just in case y'all want to see all the dies available. So just for example, here is the little flyer Stampin' Up! Provides for July, August, and September. We've already received our July kit. August, you're going to get a free stamp set if you purchase or subscribe by August in 2 days. I think the 10th is the deadline. Yeah, you only have 2 days. Well, 8, 9, 10. You have 3 days to subscribe or purchase. You're going to get this set of numbers as an additional gift for this kit. Every paper pumpkin kit, it's like a subscription box in the mail, includes a stamp set and an ink and the supplies to make the projects. Time for Cake in August includes an additional stamp set of numbers. I know it's like very difficult to see there because they printed it like it's clear, but you can see right there 15th how they've stamped it. 9 cards, 3 of each. Okay, so and then these dies, you've got this flower is going to coordinate with July. Hooray is going to coordinate with Time for Cake, and the leaves are going to coordinate with Autumn Abundance in September. And then October, November, December, we'll get another set of dies. You have to subscribe to order these. They know by your email address, so you can't trick them. You have to subscribe to order them. They're while supplies last, although right now they're still available, knock on wood, as far as I know. Trying to think if I needed to say anything else about that. You can also just pre-purchase. I don't think you have to be a subscriber to buy the dies. Oh, I know what I was going to say. The dies are not required to make the cards in the kits. They're extra bonus. You can like take it a step further, but they are not required to make the projects in the kit. Okay, hopefully I said all that. But yeah, I just had never used that butterfly die before, and I used it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm literally in amazement here. Now I need to put these over here to send them to Karen so she can cut it for me when she cuts that class. Okay, next up, let me show this one next. I got a card in the mail from Oma. Are you still here, Oma? Oma is a team member, but she was a customer for 20 years before that, before she joined the team. And she was my very first customer ever. But anyway, she mails me cards a lot, and she mailed me one where she takes kits and paper pumpkin kits and makes 20 cards out of it every month. So you can see she uses every piece. So look at this envelope flap made into a card. Isn't that so smart? And of course, she put a sticky note so I could reuse the card. Very smart. And just to show y'all, I've shown this before, but Oma mails all of her cards inside a clear envelope, inside a white envelope to protect it. And you can see that this card came through perfectly fine. No damage on the card. Turn it over so I can. No damage on the front. And one stamp. But it was in a clear envelope inside. Okay, so there's all your tips for that. Thank you, Oma. Last but not least, we have my team meeting. Was this past weekend. This is an optional event every month that my team can participate in. Usually it's on Zoom. It's like usually on Zoom, and then once a quarter we do in person and stream it on Facebook. And we have an optional card swap. We have like 200 people in the team. This is how many participated in the card swap. So you can see it's not required, but you do get back one of every design if you participate, and a lot of people do it by mail. So no, you don't have to be local. And then we have a stamping demonstration at our meetings, and Robin shared her card she made with me. She gave it to me. So thank you, Robin. So this is what Robin demonstrated at our team meeting. Of course, she posted instructions for them and like a tutorial, and of course made it it was recorded on a video. Anyway, this gorgeous card she made. It's got like a floating panel on the inside. And more importantly, she gave me one. So that is gorgeous. That's the Mediterranean Blooms designer paper. Is it on sale? Is it on sale? Let's see. Let me look at all of my flyers about Stampin' Up. Oh my goodness. Is it on sale? Maybe not. Maybe it's too popular. Oh, there it is right there. Goodness. Mediterranean Blooms, 1062. Get it while you can. Okay, so there's that. And of course, I'm not going to be able to slide that back on easily right now. And then this is our card swap. So this is from Yolanda. And honestly, y'all, I've been so busy since my team meeting. This is my first time getting a look at these. Yolanda made one very, very similar to Robin's card. Basically, same technique. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, sorry. These people came to play this time because it's a contest also. They get to vote, and the winner gets $20 in merchandise from me. This one is from Mary Ann. This is the new Changing Leaves bundle. Gorgeous. So gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. This one is from Elaine. Same bundle, Changing Leaves. You can just emboss as well. Anyway, I've been busy, so this is my first time actually looking at these cards, is what my point was. So I'm like oohing and awing with you. This is from Dorothy. Hey, Ro, good morning. What is that fold? Ugh. Robin, are you here? I don't remember what the fold is called. Dorothy, sorry. These are those little peas that are, in my team, we call them controversial because half the people like them and half don't. What do y'all think? What's your vote on these peas? I mean, her card is cute. I'm just saying the images. Dorothy, super cute. Martha made this one. Love it. New designer paper, online exclusive, iconic celebrations. Super cute. And last but not least, this was actually the winner. This was from Robin. So you're going to see why this was the winner. First of all, look at the incredible amount of work that went into it. Like a little book about holidays. Grateful for you all year long. Let's see if I can go backwards. Boom. Okay, so there we go. And everybody who swapped got one of these cards from Robin. So again, swapping is very beneficial. Okay, there we go. Let's see what we're going to make today. I have some measurement written on here that's unrelated to what we're doing today. Let me take it off. We're going to use the Frosted Forest Bundle, which is a stamp set, dies, and stencils. Decorative masks. Sorry, let me use the correct word. Decorative masks. And I will be demonstrating those today. However, so they're not in this package. Okay. Mine are, I have them separated by the two different tree types. The Christmas tree one here and the crap. Oh my God. We went through a whole thing on my team yesterday. I have it written down, but I'm blanking on the name of what kind of tree this is. Sequoia or redwood tree right here. Here's my stencils for that one. Okay. Frosted Forest is photopolymer. It is like a tall pine tree, a shorter pine tree, and a sequoia or redwood tree. Give your opinion if you think it's something different. I know, great swaps, right? And OMG, Robin is amazing. Oh, by the way, I forgot. Oh, yes. Oh, my, yay. You got to see me show your card off. Darlin is in Hollywood. Okay, which Hollywood, Darlin? Florida or California? Mary Ellen, Marilyn, we got you to get that paper kit. Yes, Lori, good. Thank you. I'm glad. What is that fold called again? Row message me privately so I can remember to ask Robin. That's how I send my cards too. I also always put them in a clear envelope and then a regular. Awesome, Angelique. Yes, the cards. Peas are cute. Amy. Okay, Amy's voting yes for peas. Yes, the swaps were amazing. Robin's card is incredible. Love this bundle. Yes, I know you love it, Oma. I was thinking of you when I made these. And Angelique says, love the peas. So we got 2 votes yes, no votes, anything else. Okay, so again, 2 spruces. Oh, I was going to measure them from the inside. One is about 3.5 inches tall. One is about 2.5 inches tall. The sequoia is more of an outline image of it, and it's about 4.25 inches tall. There's a bird. I don't know what kind of bird, but it's flying, so it's wing. It's a very small bird. Like, again, I don't know if those are the correct size. A little less than 1 inch with its wingspan, and it's just wings. You see it like from the bottom, like it's flying up in the sky. And then 3 or 4 greetings. 4 greetings. No beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart, thinking of you and how you strengthen my life. Birthday wishes for a day as great as you are, and thank you. They're mixed fonts. There's cursive and a lowercase sort of italics font that's bold, and an all caps font. Okay. Then the dies, you can die cut out all of this, the 3 trees and the bird, of course. And then there are several standalone dies. Oh, there's 2 bird dies. I did not notice that until just now because I cut out some birds yesterday, but that's fine. 2 bird dies. That saves you time. Okay, then there's these standalone dies. There's a scene of 3 bare trees, like just the branches only, tall, medium, small, with a ground below it. There is the top, like leafy part of the sequoia tree. There is an outline of a trunk of the sequoia going up with branches coming out. It's real skinny. It's a lot skinnier than the stamped image. So anyway, just know that it's real skinny. And then the 2 details of the pine, spruce, Christmas trees, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so it's 10 dies. And then there's the stencils. One makes a sequoia tree. One makes a tall or shorter Christmas tree. They align with the stamped images, which I'll show you. Okay, so that's the bundle. I'm using a couple of designer papers that are not new, so I won't be going over those in extreme detail. I'm trying to figure out where to put stuff today. A slightly different setup here, and I'm afraid I'm going to lose something. Okay, so we're going to jump in with card number 1, if I can locate where I put the supplies. Oh my goodness. Which one am I doing first? Not this one. Oh, I guess I will do this one first. I don't know. The order today is weird. Okay, so I'm going to do the sequoia tree first. The paper I'm using is Country Woods. It is $10.62 while supplies last till the end of this month, or till the end of this month. And you've seen it many times. I just used it last week, but it's all wood grains. 12 by 12 paper, wood grains. And I'm using this, just a really dark wood grain on this card. Okay, so we have a basic white card base. You just fold it up. So it's 5.5 by 8.5. You take your 8.5 by 11 cardstock and you fold it in half. I cut it. Okay, I can't talk today. You take your 8.5 by 11 cardstock and cut it in half. When you fold that in half, you will get a card that fits just like you just saw Oma's card. Let me bring this envelope back in. Into an invitation size envelope. So measuring and cutting is easy. 5.5 inches cuts it in half, or 4 1/4 cuts it in half the other direction. Fold it. Use the bone folder so that you don't get a bunch of weird creases on the inside, and now you have a card base. This card's going to go up and down. It's basic white. Okay, then we have all these layering pieces. Our next layer is Old Olive. Old Olive there for the next layer. I'll put all the measurements at 11 a.m. Central on my blog, stamptherapist.com. Boom, stamptherapist.com. By the way, don't forget y'all can still get this Glass Mat Studio if you don't have it yet. You can still purchase it, but it is still while supplies last. Okay, then we have the wood grain paper from Country Woods layer on top of the Old Olive. A scrap of basic white for my sequoia tree. And then these two pieces here. So I have die cut, if you can see the edges of that, this rectangle from the Deckled Rectangles dies. Let's see what all I have here. Yes, Deckled Rectangles dies. This is, I don't know which one in the order because mine are mixed up, but it's about 2.5 by 4. And then this label is from Nested Essentials Dies. It's a rectangle. I'm going to use it in a rectangle landscape way for my greeting on this card. I believe that is the smallest of the rectangle with the rounded corners in Nested Essentials Dies. And that is basic white. I don't know what else I was going to say. The other rectangle is also basic white. Okay, so that one there, my mind is blanking. Deckled Rectangles Dies piece has been embossed with this embossing folder. It is called Birch Wood Embossing Folder, and it is brand new, and it's coming out in the holiday catalog next month. But if you're a demonstrator, you can buy it right now. I have it early because of a thing Stampin' Up! Offered to demonstrators a while back. So it is really large birch wood pattern, and it is one of those huge embossing folders. So this will be our next in that line of the huge embossing folders that can do like almost a half a sheet of cardstock at one time. And it's this birch wood pattern. So that's what, so the white has been embossed with that. This rectangle will go up and down portrait. The little words are going to go landscape. All right. Find my card sample so I can see what I'm supposed to be doing. So we're going to stamp the greet. Let me just stamp this greeting, get it out of the way. Early Espresso ink. Oh, I just remembered something I forgot. I may have to run at the last card. I may have to run out of the room again. Anyway, I'm using Birthday Wishes for a Day as Great as You Are. So Birthday Wishes is on top. For a Day As is the next row, and Great as You Are is on bottom. So that all fits on that little rectangle from Nested Essentials Dies, which is only like 1 inch by 1.5. So that tells you the size of that greeting. This is the mixed font. It's got the bold italics kind of font. Ooh, mixed with Wishes and Great are a cute. It's a really cute cursive, by the way. Super cute. Okay, now for the tree. I'm going to stamp the tree image, the sequoia tree, on this scrap of basic white, because we are going to die cut it out in Early Espresso ink. And then we're going to do the stenciling. So I'm going to first tape down the masking, I should say. I thought I had another scrap. Oh, here it is. Sheesh. I'm going to tape down this cardstock to my glass mat studio, but it can be on your table or scratch paper as well. I'm using Post-it tape. I have this linked in my Amazon store right now. Post-it tape. You can also use washi tape or any other repositionable tape you own. Yes, Amy, it's an awesome bundle. I wonder how the brayer would look with the birch embossing folder with early espresso. I bet it would look awesome. Yeah, we'll have to remember to try that. I have to remember. Okay, stencils, where are they? So these stencils, I've shown how to do the stencils before, but these are actually, the other ones are not difficult. But these are super easy because it's extremely obvious where the alignment is. But I'll still give you the Stampin' Up! Instructions for alignment for the next two dies. But again, it's extremely easy. It's just obvious. It's just obvious where it goes, in my opinion. I'm going to scoot this up a little so it's more in the middle of the screen for y'all. And I am aligning this with the grid on my glass mat, but that's not necessary. Okay, it's not necessary. Okay, so these are the sequoia tree is numbered 1, 2, and 3. And there's a little triangle here on the plastic stencil. The other one, the Christmas trees, are ABC. It's because they're all sold together, you know. Okay, so I aligned. The first one you align based on the image where it matches up. Tape it down, magnet it down, whatever you want to do. And then if you have scratch paper, you can use a pencil or a marker or whatever you want. And I have a glass mat, so I'm using a Sharpie, which will come off the glass mat later, to mark where this triangle is. That's for the next two, not for this one. Okay, then we're just going to add the color. I'm going to add pecan pie. So I stamped in espresso. I'm going to add pecan. Oh my gosh. Whew, that was not a good sound. Pecan pie ink. I'm using a mini Stampin' blending brush, mini blending brush. You could use a big one too. It does not matter. Start on the, I got to move you. Start on the stencil so you don't get a big blob, and then roll onto the paper. Re-ink as needed. You can always kind of lift it up to see if it's as dark or whatever as you want before fully removing the stencil. And maybe, I don't know, it's too bad. But I'm going to go a little darker at the top. I was going to say I'm a little not aligned properly at the top, but who cares? It's fine. Okay, then when you're finished, you can take that off and you've done step one. Boom, simple. Thank you, Amy. Hey, Debbie, good morning. Okay, I'm going to take my little tape off. This Post-it tape, you can reuse, not forever, but you can reuse it a lot. I just put scraps of paper between these when I'm going to keep reusing them in the same colors over and over. Okay, this is number 2. You can see I've already used a Sharpie on this one as well, but you're supposed to align this corner, this little V or triangle with this one to align your image. But again, honestly, I'm just saying this one's very easy to visually align. Some of the flower ones, it's not as easy. It looks beautiful when it's finished, but it's not as obvious. See, it's a little off from my triangle, but I think I'm good. Let me see. Well, maybe I should rely on that triangle a little bit more. You do whatever you want. Also, side note, I do still hold the template. Even though I've taped it down, I do not trust the tape or the magnet or anything because you can get really rough with your sponging or your brushing. So I definitely still hold it, but I try not to put my fingers in the previous ink. Hold it at the edge. Old Olive is my next color. This next stencil, number 2, is the big open, like the whole leafy part of the tree. So it would generally be, if you're going to use 2 different colors, the lighter of the 2 of your greens. But side note, like most people are a lot more heavy-handed than me naturally, so yours will probably be darker than this. But there's my Old Olive layer. Looks good to me. I'm going to take it off. And then it's just one more layer. Like, this is so simple. So I'm going to stack scratch paper, stencil. Okay, last but not least, number 3. I'm going to use the triangle. This one is still pretty easy, but I am going to use the triangle. Because this is just like dots of, I guess, a darker area of leafing around the tree. So it's not quite as obvious where it goes. And I'm going to use garden green ink. Hold it. Start on the stencil, roll on. Re-ink as needed. Oh, and by the way, when you get these big giant blobs of whatever color ink you use, you can kind of pick those up and not waste it. Spread them back onto the paper. See how it looks. It looks good to me. You could go darker, but I'm not going to. So there it is. You finished. Side note, we realized in a class, we realized in a class when we did the stencils before that pretty much that triangle is just for this one time, because then you have to get a whole new piece of paper, put it on here, stamp it. It would not be in the same exact position. Realign your stencils. So that's a one-time use triangle right there. One-time use. I mean, for one tree. And that pretty much goes for all the stencils. Okay, then I'm just going to clip these back together because it's pretty likely these are the same colors I'll use every time I use this. You can wipe it off with a baby wipe, but I always just go to the sink and run water on it. Go to the sink and run water on it. On these stencils to clean off the color. Okay, I don't know where to put these. Move them over here. Okay, now we need to die cut this out. So it's very simple, but the effect is gorgeous. By the way, you can do the stencils without the stamping. You can also stamp after. I tested it both ways, and I did some different things. I'm going to probably show y'all another thing next week. Something I ordered didn't come in time. I'm probably going to show y'all another thing just real quick next week. However, you can stamp before or after. Depending, like, if that's not a problem for you. Okay, where's the dies? I'm just going to die cut this out. So I'm just, I have my plate that's been cut on the bottom. Then my paper, then the die with the blade facing down, aligned with the stamped image. I'll just show you here. And then the plate that I never cut on top. Run it through only one time. By the way, our die cut machine comes with everything you need to cut and emboss everything. Cut and emboss everything Stampin' Up! Sells. And there's your tree. All right. Whew. Put my little sweater back on because it got chilly and now it's very hot. No longer chilly. Okay, so now to finish this card, it's pretty simple actually. I'm going to use some twine. This was low inventory this morning. This is the Baker's Twine Essentials Pack. Baker's Twine. I'm going to use crumb cake. I have a bunch of packs of this twine, so I'm going to use this one. Oh, this more used one. They're all used, but whatever. Yeah, and just put it together. So it's actually a pretty simple card. So worth it though. Grab my Stampin' Seal. You do not need a ton of Stampin' Seal by any means. Attach this designer paper, this dark wood grain, to the old olive. Side note, I ended up making some other cards with this that I'll show y'all at the end, and I totally could have cut some things from this old olive piece and not be wasteful there, but that's fine. Okay, this goes on the card base. Both of these have a really skinny border. Measurements blog, 11 a.m. Central, stamptherapist.com. Then next is the embossed deckled rectangle. Embossed with that new folder that us special demos can order now. By the way, you can join anytime. You can join my team anytime. It's $99 plus tax, free shipping. And currently, if you make that purchase, you can add the holiday catalog products to your starter kit. So for $99, you pick $125, free shipping, pay tax only, and you would get to select those items. They're right there in the shopping section of the starter kit. Okay, so I attached the rectangle to the middle portrait with dimensionals. Then the tree also is going to have dimensionals. I'm using my mini Stampin' dimensionals, my favorites. But you can use the big ones too, although the minis are going to fit really well on the trunk of this tree. But you can just cut the other ones in half. And then put this tree right in the center here. Just going to repeat, this is a simple card. It's not like crazy elaborate. Then my greeting, I'm going to place adhesive on the left and dimensionals on the right. A couple on the back of the left and the back of the right. And then place it down here at the bottom of basically in the middle of the trunk of the tree, toward the right, where it ends up hanging off the right side of that white rectangle a little bit. Just for interest there. So it's covering the tree trunk in the center, hanging off to the right. And then put this little Baker's Twine Essential on there, and this card will be finished. So I'm going to make a double bow. Sorry, I need to say what I'm doing. So I folded this crumb cake Baker's Twine over onto itself, so there's two strings, and then I'm going to treat those as if they are one string. But with twine, I don't like doing bunny ears bows. The strings are too skinny. It confuses me. I just do a regular bow, like how I learned how to tie shoes kind of bow. I'm silent because I'm concentrating which are the loops and which are the ends of the bow. Okay, something like that. Just obviously adjust it and make your bow be the size you want and look as cute as you want. Reminder, if you want a chance to win these cards I'm making today, just comment on the video, even on replay, and you'll be entered to win. And then if you share the video, comment that you shared and you'll get entered again. Mini glue dot. So I'm going to use a mini glue dot for the bow fold your paper on the glue dots back until you see one dot. Literally fold it down so that that one is flat against your roll. And you can press as hard as you want. Press that ribbon into the roll, into the dot, pick it up, and place it on your card. So cute. Oh my goodness. Hope y'all like this card. Those trees are so pretty, right, Janet? Janet, do you agree? It's a sequoia. Either way, whatever it is, it's gorgeous. We also said redwood. We said spruce. We said Scott spruce. We had like, let me see if I wrote them all down. No, they're written somewhere. Scotch pine. It also looks like a Scotch pine. Oh, goodness. Thank you, Amy. Where's my... I was like, I lost my original sample. There it is. Look, the coloring looks different. I guess I went darker on the old olive on the first one, the one I made, but lighter on the pecan pie. Isn't that funny? I went a lot darker. Very interesting. Hey, Marilyn, thanks for sharing. Thank you, Stella. Nice and simple. Good for the guys. Yes, Nancy, exactly. That is a guy birthday card right there. You may or may not want the bow. I mean, I think it's fine. But you can leave the bow off. That is partially why I didn't do an embellishment on that one, because it would make it way less masculine, probably, depending on the, I don't know, whatever. I don't know. Okay, this next card is pretty simple as well, in my opinion. Card number 2, card 2. But I wanted to make sure I used those detail dies as well. So this card is going to use the large spruce, pine tree, Christmas tree, whatever it is, guys. Okay, so the card base is pretty Peacock cardstock. 8.5 by 11, cut it in half. Looking for the bone folder while I'm talking. Oh, right there. So it's 5.5 by 8.5. We're going to fold it in half. And then fold the front backwards in half all the way to the left and make a Z fold card. So this is the easiest fun fold you can do. Anyone can do it. Fold your paper in half, fold it in half again, and the card opens like this. Super simple. And you can just use your bone folder. Some people will take out their cutting tool, paper trimmer, sorry, and score it instead, but I just fold. Okay, then we have a piece of white, like always, to go on the inside of this card, because the inside is going to show on the front. And of course, we have a piece of designer paper to go on the left side. This paper is called Winter Meadow. It is on sale for $10.62 while supplies last. And it is a paper that's been out for quite a while. I think maybe it came out in last year's holiday catalog. It is wintry. It's got like berries and leaves, not the one we're using right now, but within the pack, pine trees, snow, just things that make you think cold, like watercolory blue backgrounds. There's Lost Lagoon. Let me read the colors. Basic black, blueberry bushel, garden green, Lost Lagoon, misty moonlight, moody mauve, pebbled path, pretty peacock, shaded spruce, and smoky slate within this paper. The one I'm using is like a watercolory, almost like a salted background in Lost Lagoon. Lights and darks, obviously. But anyway, so there's berries, pine, like sprigs, and other leafy things with berries on them throughout this paper. I'm just giving y'all a general thing. There's this one sheet that has like basically black and white trees with deer on it. So Winter Meadow is a nice generic wintry / holiday-y type paper that you can use with a lot of stuff. Robin made an alternate card with this one at our team meeting that she showed us using this paper and the new sophisticated sled bundle that looked amazing. So this paper works for a lot of stuff. Anyway, so I just have that strip there to go on the front left, measurements blog 11 a.m. Central, of that Lost Lagoon watercolory stuff. Then I have what's becoming one of my favorite dies that I use right now all the time, the Arch image. It's a really large arch from, where are my dies? Right here. Garden Meadow dies. They're online only. That means they could literally sell out any minute. I'm not exaggerating. Or they could be around for 5 years. But this arch right here is so good. The other dies match the stamp set, so you would want to get them both while they're both still available, because sometimes the stamp set sells out before the dies. It's called Garden, so there's like a wheelbarrow and spades and grass and all kinds of stuff in the stamp set. But anyway, this arch, it is about almost 4.5 inches tall by almost 3 inches wide. It's got like these like wide stitch marks around the edges. It's flat on the bottom and curved on the top. It also makes a great tombstone if you need a large tombstone. Imagine that on a Halloween scrapbook page, a bunch of those. Anyway, okay, so we have that in basic white. And then I pre-die cut the two, oh, I forgot it was both of them, but it's fine. I just got these out to give you the visual. The two large and small full Christmas trees without stamping them. I just die cut them out. And then I also die cut on adhesive sheets the two detail trees in Pretty Peacock, a darker color to go on top of these. So no stamping on that, just the trees. The tree die cuts, I should say. Okay, so for stamping, I'm going to put my greeting on this card. It's going to say, "No beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart." So this is not a Christmas card. It could be, though. Real easy. Not Christmas, but it could be. I'm going to stamp that in Pretty Peacock ink up here at the top right of this arch. So just top right. And it's all stacked, so no beauty shines brighter is all one line each than that is a line, of a good is a line, and heart. And beauty, brighter, and heart are cursive. Okay, so stamp that there, and then I have a little scrap of basic white, and I want this bird image in Pretty Peacock ink. And then we're going to die cut that out. And as I just found out earlier, there's 2 bird dies. So if you need multiple birds, you can stamp more than one and cut them both out at one time. And then you would run this through the die cut machine like I did earlier. Oh my gosh, I had that die cut bird on. When I opened this packet, it was there. Now I don't see it. I scooted it over to the side. Y'all probably saw me do that. Pick this up. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to have to die cut the bird out because I lost it. Nobody sees it on the video, do they? Okay, so we're going to die cut this bird out. Doggone it. I keep looking at myself like, is it stuck to me? I'm just going to step behind me and die cut it out to save y'all time, but just like that. Oh, I found it. Whoa, it fell on the floor. Okay, you're going to die cut the bird out. So it's white paper. It's an outline bird image, and it's stamped in Pretty Peacock. And then we're just going to color it real quick with a light Lost Lagoon Stampin' Blend. No blending. You can blend with these, but we're not, or I'm not on this one. Just color it in real quick. So it's a Lost Lagoon, whatever kind of bird this is. Okay, now the trees here, the detail ones, before I did any die cutting, I put a piece of this. Let me get one that actually has a sheet on it. These, can't think of the word, adhesive sheets on the back. And so you peel off one side, you stick it to your paper, you don't peel off the backing, you do your die cutting, and then when you take this off, it should make a sticker basically. So they're sticky on the back of this tree now, and there is a white backing. You cannot always pull it off the sheet like I am right now, but I got lucky and I was able to do that. And so the large detail one will go on top of the large solid one. And same for the small, obviously. Do I want this lower? Let's see. Like I want you a little bit lower. You can also just use liquid glue, tape runner, and your silicone craft sheet, or whatever kind of adhesive you want. You do not have to use the adhesive sheets, but they do make it nice. Okay, the small one does have more detail pieces that are trash. This one, the large one, has 0 pieces that are trash. The small one has more. So let me see. Ooh. Most of them stayed on there. See what I'm talking about? All those little pieces you would have to deal with if you cut it without the adhesive sheet. Oh, I think they all came out. Obviously, when I made my original sample, I didn't use the adhesive sheet because I always forget to the first time. Okay, so now we have our 2 trees. And before I assemble this, the last thing I'll do is some stamping on this inside piece. I want to put this away, but of course I can't get the paper back down in there. Okay, so from Layering Leaves, I took this splatter stamp, Layering Leaves, and where's my stamp? Right there. And Lost Lagoon ink. And I just put some splatter down in this bottom right-hand corner. So I inked it up in Lost Lagoon, tap, tap, tap. Do not press hard on our ink pads. Stamp it, and then stamp it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more times without re-inking it. Then I want to do that again. But this time, I'm going to stamp it on scratch paper first, because I only want the lighter part. Just pretty much just want that first one to be dark. And then you can keep adding as much as you want. You can add more dark if you want, but if not, you can tap it on scratch paper and add more light. I'll just go a little bit right there. And that just will fill in this space that's going to show when your card is closed right there. Okay, so put this together. Dump some trash for a moment. The arch dies are pretty, Amy. Yes, I agree. Okay, let me attach this part to the inside, this large white. I also have recipe cards on the blog at 11 a.m. Central. The recipe cards will give you the measurements and the supply list. Okay, I'm attaching the large Christmas tree on the left on the arch. a little higher than the bottom of the arch. And then the small one will be a little bit to the right of that and lower on Stampin' Dimensionals. So it can have some lift and just like variation on the card. And of course, it's going to be below the greeting. You want to be able to read the words. And then the little bird is just going to fill in this blank space next to the tall tree and the greeting. Mini Stampin' Dimensional. See how they're always so perfect? They're just perfect. Whoever decided that was the size they should be is a genius. And that bird goes right there. Boom. No beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart. You could, again, make this a Christmas card. Like just put a different word on there and it looks like a Christmas card. You could add some bling and whatever. Okay, so this part is going to go on the card. The designer. I was like, this card looks very plain. Hold on. Let's attach this designer paper strip in the front left flap. Then this arch is going to be attached only to the front left flap. I always do it with Stampin' Dimensionals. You can do it flat. What I do is flip that piece that's getting attached upside down, top to bottom, and put it back where it's going to be so that I can see where that point is where I want to put my dimensionals, and they will only stick to this part. I don't use a ton, but you can use as many as you want. But only whatever adhesive it is, it's only on the left back half of this. You don't want to put it on your card base because you might go outside of the edges. And that goes in the center on the front. And then we have a blank space up here on the top right. Of course, you can add another greeting on the inside if you want, but I'm not. But that goes on the, or sorry, we have a blank space top right. So I'm going to add some, I love these iridescent faceted gems. They're white and they're iridescent. They're super shiny. But to describe them, it's almost like a Phillips head screwdriver on top or something, but with more points. It's like it has an indentation in it of a little star pattern. So I'm going to use those and just do 3. I'll do one large. They come with large and small. I'm going to use my take your pick tool here. I'm going to do a large one and 2 small ones. Make that little triangle pattern. I always don't push my embellishments down very hard when I place them on a project in case I want to reposition them. And then when I'm finished, I press. Okay, that is card number 2. Card 2. La, la, la. There we go. Here's the original. Thank you, Amy. I just got dropped, so I just made you my demo. Janet, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. You're the best. Okay, there's card 2. Want a chance to win? Make sure you comment on this video. I love using adhesive sheets. I know, Amy, when I remember, I do too. Very cool for a sticker. Yes, Kim, adhesive sheets. Hold on, I gotta block somebody. I always lose my pieces. Yes, Kim. I was so irritated just now when that happened. Okay, this last card, card number 3, I'm going to use, I need something from my kitchen. I need something from my kitchen. I got to run in there. I'm not using, I don't want to like give it away, the surprise, but I need to go get something from the kitchen. So let me put this here. Let me lay out these pieces so y'all can be doing this. I'm going to run in there and grab something. I even wrote myself a note, but let me add this little thing on the screen because I'll be right back. And I'm just going to grab something out of the kitchen. Okay, I'm back. I am back. And this is card number 3. Card 3. By the way, my back is feeling better. Side note, that Advil I went and grabbed earlier. Oh, these aren't supposed to be here yet. Okay, card 3. So we have a base, pretty peacock card base, 5.5, 8.5. And we're going to, you know what? This is wrong. This is wrong. Scratch that part. We have a pretty peacock card base. It's 4 1/4 by 11. 4 1/4 by 11. Grab my paper cutter because I was going to need it anyway. I think I made a card like this recently on, maybe, on my live. Piece of peacock. Okay. 4 1/4. And this is already 11 inches long. This is a half sheet of paper. Fold it in half. It fits into the same size envelope as the other ones. It's just cut the other direction. I'm going to go ahead and score this one. Oh my goodness. In half at 5.5 inches. I think maybe, hold on, let me look out the window. I thought it was UPS, but it's a white truck, so I don't know who that was. 5.5 inches. I'm going to score it in half. And then I'm going, so that's like if you fold that in half, that's a card base. And then from the front, I'm going to cut off. I have to measure real quick. Where's the ruler? I think it's 1.5 and 2.5. Yes. Okay, we're going to cut off 1.5 inches from the front, so whichever side. And then 2.5. And we're going to use both of those on the card. Okay. Sorry. Put my cutter back in the correct spot. Okay, so this is our card base now. The front little flap, 1.5 inches that's left over is on the front. This will be portrait up and down, and that is the top. And then we're going to use those two pieces. Then also we have a piece of basic white I think it's 4 by 5 1/4. Yes, but I've got the correct measurements over in the blog, 11 a.m. Central. And it has been embossed with the snow. I keep forgetting the correct name of this embossing folder. This one. Let's see. I don't have anything pulled up. It's got the word snow in it. Hold on. Maybe it's on here. Yes. Hold on. It's on my recipe card that I'm not going to show you yet. Hold. Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder. All right. So that's been embossed. That's actually going to go inside the card. Then we have 2 pieces of the winter. We actually have 3 of the Winter Meadow designer paper. So one of the pieces it's like an off-white background with like little gray snowy hills and very small, maybe 1 inch tall or less, painted pine trees, like watercolored pine trees. That piece is going to go on the large 2.5 by 4 1/4 inch strip we just cut off of the card. of the card base, and it's going to go down the center here on the front, so it'll be up and down portrait. And then these other two pieces are actually the back side of that. It's like a white and Lost Lagoon paint thing, but also you can imagine it's like a snowstorm, even though there's no dots of snow on it. And each of these little 1 1/4 inch strips will go on the top of the card base and the piece I cut off, the 1 1/2 at the bottom. So something like that. Okay, then we have scraps. Why do we have two? I can't remember. Oh, this piece of white right here is the same exact size as the Pretty Peacock 2 1/2 by 4 1/4. It's going to go inside the card so we can have a flat space to write on. This is a larger scrap. And what's it for? Of course, the tree we're going to do the stencil with. So I'm going to tape this piece of white just like I did the first card down to my glass mat, but you can use a regular table surface as well. But you should get the glass mat, but that's beside, not the point. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp in Pretty Peacock. And as a reminder, you can, well, on this one, you could stamp after, but only at a certain point. But anyway, you can stamp after or first, like me. Lost Lagoon ink, the large pine tree, which looks really pretty just by itself. Like, it is a nice tree. And then stencil time. So the other three stencils that come in this set are the tree ones, but each one has both trees on it, the small and the large. And they're lettered ABC, I should say, ABC for 1, 2, 3. And they have the little triangle there. So I'm retaping this with the corners on a different place. This is that Post-it tape. It's in my Amazon store right now. It's also great for die cutting. Side note. Okay, so again, this tree is very easy to align. I find it difficult to do both trees at the same time because you have to, if you're stamping first, which I did some where I didn't stamp first, by the way. So I could do both at the same time. But if you're stamping first, you would have to stamp this in the exact spot or slide the paper, like positioning would be, in my opinion, difficult. So in this case, it's a one at a time for me. Okay, I'm going to tape down the stencil. I aligned it with the tree image, which, by the way, they always make the first one easy to align so that you don't have to have the triangle thing. Mark the triangle. I personally don't care if it gets black Sharpie on my stencil, but you can probably remove that with Stays On Cleaner, maybe hand sanitizer. Okay, and then we're going to stencil Lost Lagoon on here first. So see, I have the big blending brush here. It doesn't matter which one you use, in my opinion. Honestly, it's whichever you have convenient or already kind of has that kind of color on it. By the way, I actually wash these in the washing machine. I put them in a laundry bag and I wash them with my chamois. So you can rinse them in the sink though as well. And if you barely have any ink on them, you can wipe them on a chamois and get that ink off as well. Your blending brushes. Okay, so Lost Lagoon there for the first layer. See if it looks good. Ooh, it looks real good. So take that off. A little scratch paper here. Okay, B, triangle. Now, don't just always trust the triangle. You got to double check. but it is, white is showing because we're adding ink to a new area now. I don't know if y'all can see that good. That white that's showing is because, yes, we want to add ink to different areas now. So now I'll go in with the darker with Pretty Peacock for part 2. Start on the stencil. Or don't. You should, though. Like always, you can check it. I seem to be light-handed in this middle section. More light-handed. Okay. That looks good. And then, what am I doing? Going, I don't know where. Okay, and then letter C, of course, is the third one. Triangle. This is the big chunks that to me definitely look like snow. Like, as soon as I saw this, I thought, well, what color would you do that? Because that's where the snow would go on this tree. But then let me look again. Did I do one? Oh, hold on. Can't remember now. Apparently I don't have a sample where I did that. Did I not do it on this one? I think I did do it on this one. My alignment was a little bit off. So it just adds another layer if you don't do it as snow. See these big, yeah, it just adds another layer of depth, which is great, detailed depth. But then, of course, I saw somebody else on Pinterest had used shimmery white embossing paste. And I said, oh, yeah, that's how you get the snow, the paste. So that's what we're going to do. Very simple, shimmery white embossing paste. Palette knife. And this stencil. So what I had to go get out of the kitchen was the doggone a pan of water, because this stuff dries fast on your stencil and your knife. It dries so fast. I don't know how people make a bunch of these in a row and don't have crust all over this. I did several of these yesterday or the day before, and I went and rinsed it every time. So if y'all have any tips on that for me, let me know, or how to clean it off of here once it's dried. But anyway, this is what the paste looks like. I got this tip from Betsy Robles and my team to put some cling wrap over the whole thing and then put the lid on top to seal it so that it doesn't dry out. This is what shimmery paste looks like. You can mix it right directly here on your Glass Mat Studio with color, but we're just using it in this color right now. I'm using the back of this palette knife to pick some up and wipe it, scrape it, swipe it, whatever you want to call it, onto this tree. It does dry fast, and you can even dry it on your paper with a heat tool to speed it up. And scrape the excess in there and close this back up, and I'm sticking this in the pan of water. So you can, what was I just saying? Oh, you can heat it up to dry faster and all that. I'm just going to lift this straight up. But I'm not going to do that on the video today. I'm going to stick this in the pan of water. I don't know about wiping it with a baby wipe immediately. I have not tried that yet. I haven't tried it. I'm not going to do it right now. Anyway, I don't want a chance not drying it fully, but it dries pretty fast. Like, you could give it a good 10 minutes and it'll be dry. It looks gorgeous though. And you can make yours thicker if you want. I did it flat. So after I let it dry and die cut it out, this is what it looks like. Yes, it's a very realistic tree. Martha and snow oh, sorry, Kim. I was reading Kim's message. She said snow embossing folder. How did I miss that? It's I forget if it's featured in the catalog. I can't remember, Kim. I'd have to look for you in the paper book. But yeah, we have it. It's been around for a while, was what I was thinking in my head. Okay, so there's that. Let it dry, die cut it out. Very simple. Let me see. Oh, I was going to see if y'all had tips. Seal, thank you. Marcia, thank you. Janet, thank you. Kim, thank you. Trees are popping off the white base. Yes, Martha, thank you. Thank you, Ro. Sorry, y'all, I did not read your comments. Amy, thank you. Now, I was wondering about the paste, but I got it, but was waiting to see it. Okay, good, Kim. So now you know the main thing is it dries on your stencils really fast, in my experience, and your palette knife. Whatever you're spreading it with, it's going to dry fast on there. So I don't know if people have tips on that. Oh, I forgot I'm going to stamp some words. Okay, so I decided to stamp words on, this is a Christmas card, on these two 1 1/4 inch strips of designer paper that are going to go at the top and bottom. So I got these words from Greetings of the Season. Greetings of the Season stamp set. It's an online exclusive, as is, I forgot to even emphasize this, y'all, but Frosted Forest Bundle, the whole thing is an online exclusive. It is while supplies last, and there is no guarantee. No guarantee how long it will be around and how long it will last. So if you like Frosted Forest, get it now. If you like Greetings of the Season, get it now. It's also a bundle. It comes with some really awesome dies. But I used Mary, this straight all caps font Mary, and the cursive Christmas. They're separate. This is a mix and match, make your own greeting kind of set. I use Merry Christmas. So I'm going to use Pretty Peacock. And because of how this card is going to lay out, I need the word Mary at the very top left corner of one of these pieces of designer paper. Very top left corner in Pretty Peacock ink. And then Christmas, bottom right-hand corner. Not as like crazy that it has to be down to the very corner, but pretty close, especially the low part. So like that. Oh, that Christmas, the font on that is so nice. Merry Christmas. And then we're going to add a ribbon and embellishment as well to this card. Oh, by the way, oh, this was the one. I knew. See, y'all, I'm not always crazy. This is the tree I did good. So this is the one for today's card with the shimmer paste. This is the same exact tree with only I used the last stencil, but I did really dark peacock ink. Like I really sponged it on there. I always say sponge, but y'all know what I mean. I really brushed it on there. So that is the difference in those two, just with these two colors. Obviously, people may be being more creative with other colors than me. Okay, so this card could look just as gorgeous if you didn't want to mess with the paste as with the paste. Or you might want to get crazy and do that. And then, I don't know. You could do a lot. Okay, so now we can put it together. So I'm going to attach this designer paper that says Mary at this top flap of the card. Unstick to my finger, please. Okay, and the Christmas one on the bottom flap. It's not a flap. It's a bottom loose piece for now. We'll attach it all together in a minute. And then this trees designer paper to the center strip. I'm just using Stampin' Seal for all of this. the embossed snowflakes. Basic white piece on the inside. I did want to point out that on this folder, the snow gets thicker at the bottom or top, depending on how you turn it. And it's like dots of snow plus little pretty detail snowflakes mixed in. I'm putting the where it's lighter at the top and heavier at the bottom direction on my card. Okay, I'm going to add this white piece inside last. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is attach the center floating section. What I'm actually going to do is take a little binder clip and clip the bottom currently floating loose section that says Christmas to the bottom of the card, all lined up, so that that can stay flat for me. And what I want to do is add adhesive to the top and bottom back of this center section that's going to glue it all together. So what I can do is, I hope this isn't interrupting the feed. I'm getting so many notifications on my phone today. Okay. I turned it upside down, left to right, so that it's not flipped weird. The center section. Now see, mine's not perfectly centered top to bottom. There's less on the bottom and more on the top because of the words I stamped. But this shows me where adhesive needs to be. You can use whatever kind you want of adhesive. For me, Stampin' Seal works great, and I've made tons of these cards styles lately, and they do not fall apart. But you can use tear and tape, liquid glue, or whatever you like that will hold together. But hopefully, and I'm trying to center this left to right, hopefully I didn't get any adhesive below this and above this. Okay, so pretty. These cards are so easy to make, so simple. Like, they're just so simple. We're making one in the craft along for Halloween because it's so easy and cute. It makes such a cute card. Okay, so as a reminder, this piece of white is the same exact size as this pretty peacock that's on the front. I just added, actually I'm going to add a little extra adhesive on the back of it because it's going to stick to this snowflake piece. So I just added some adhesive to the back of it. I'm going to turn it over and align it with left to right, just kind of center it top to bottom of that front attachment piece, because I don't want it to really show on the front. And then I'm going to close it down and press. And now when you open the card, there is a piece, and I could have stamped something on here first if I chose to. I'm just leaving it for a note area. When it's closed, you won't see your handwriting. When it's open, they can read your note or whatever else you stamped. And then, of course, we're going to put this tree on here with dimensionals. Oh, my goodness. This is the one with the shimmer paste. And then we're going to add a bow and some embellishments. So for the bow, I have the, oh, Kim, that's so true. I have the Pretty Peacock metallic, nope, it's just called Pretty Peacock. Oh yeah, goodness. Pretty Peacock and gold metallic ribbon. It's got little gold in it. It's very, I just had the word in my head and I lost it. Knitted, what's the word? I can't think of the word, but it's a really pretty ribbon. If y'all don't remember it, it's been out forever. It's still available. Okay, I'm going to make a bunny ears bow. 2 bunny ears. Lots of space in between. 1 ear in my left hand, 1 ear in my right hand. And the ribbon has never been turned or twisted once during this process. So it's flat, flat, flat. If I let it go, it doesn't look like that. If it does when you let it go, you did it wrong. And all of this is to make a really pretty bow, keeping it flat. Okay, so loop in each hand, ear in each hand. All your fingers are pointing at you, keeping it flat, lots of space in between. You take the right and cross over the left. Then you push that right loop backwards and down into the rabbit hole. And then pull and see again how the ribbon is still flat, which that's what helps make a pretty bow. It's all twisted up. It's all twisted up. This is for the top of the tree, so make it whatever size looks good to you for the top of the tree. It's a little wasteful on this side, but it's fine. But there's always no waste on the one side that if you leave it attached to your roll. Okay, so bow on top. I already showed you how to do the mini glue dots. And then we're going to grab, again, those same embellishments, iridescent faceted gems. And I just put, I'm trying to look. Oh, yeah. I used a small, up here, top left, below Mary on the designer paper. I don't really want it centered though. Yeah, like that. And then a large and small down here in the bottom right-hand corner above Christmas on this designer paper. Okay, that is card number 3. It's already 11 o'clock. That's card 3. Now, also, let's take a look real quick. What would card 3 look like without the glitter? It would look just as good. It just wouldn't be glittery. Or snowy, I guess. I do like that snow, though. You have a space to write on the inside. Doesn't show on the front. That is card 3. Let me check this. This is dry. This is the one I just did. It is dry. I'm actually pressing hard. I pressed real hard there. Nothing on the thumb. Nothing smeared down here. It's completely dry. So if you time this from when I did it, if you go back on the timestamps of the video, you see how, it probably dried faster than that, but so again, with glitter and without, with snow and without. We do have a white, not shimmery. It might be whiter. I don't know. I didn't try it. I have it. I just didn't put it on one. So maybe I'll have to make one with white. Okay, so here's my original. That is card number 3. So here again are the 3 cards from today. Goodness, where did I put them? I lost the second card. I lost it. Oh, and I have some extra cards to show y'all here, and I want to encourage you to join my email newsletter because here it is. Because I will be sharing the recipe cards for 3 bonus cards to Saturday by email only. And I'll show you the 3 bonus cards now. I am going to make a blog post about them tomorrow. And about the bonus, there's a blog post about these already. It's out there right now. I've got the recipe cards. They look like this. They've got the supply list. They've got the measurements. So I supply that every week for free to everybody. That's on the blog right now, stamptherapist.com. You've got the recipe cards, the measurements, the supply list, all the stuff, blog, stamptherapist.com. It'll also get emailed out at 1 p.m. Anyway, these bonus ideas, I'm making a blog post tomorrow for these other 3 cards, but I will be emailing the recipe cards to these for free to anyone on my email list. So make sure you join. The link is up here in Facebook right now. It's down here in YouTube right now if you're not already on my email list. Also, if you want a chance to win the cards we made today, which is these exact 3 cards right here, comment on this video, even on replay. If you share it, comment that you shared, and you'll be entered again. Okay, here's my additional ideas or cards or whatever you want to call it. This one is the same card, except I cut the designer paper the wrong direction. The wood grains are going different directions. Who cares? But they are. But this is the same card with the dies. And I stamped the tree on pecan cardstock and die cut it out instead of doing the sponging. And then I put that tree trunk image in there, but I cut off the bottom because I just thought it looked really weird with that little stick going down the middle. So I cut off the trunk and just put the branches and then, of course, the detail leaves on top. So I'll have the recipe card for that one emailed out tomorrow, and it'll be on the blog. No, emailed Saturday, blog tomorrow. Then this card I just made with leftover trees because I made a bunch of these trees to see what cards I was going to do for the video. So I will have the recipe card for this one emailed out Saturday as well, along with the blog post tomorrow. And that's a greeting from this stamp set, thinking of you and how you strengthen my life. But the die is from the Changing Leaves dies, which are amazing. Okay, and then I wanted to make a Halloween card with this tree die that has the 3 bare trees, just the branches. And this is a very simple Halloween card, but very spooky in my opinion. It's like creepy. So this is the Winter Meadow designer paper. Winter Meadow. I did 2 layers of the trees there and an embossed background. So I'll have that on the blog tomorrow as well, along with the email with the recipe card on Saturday. Okay, so let me check up on y'all's comments here while we finish up, just in case I missed anything. Let me go backwards. So Kim, this was, you cracked me up, Kim. I can't believe how many different trees Stampin' Up! Comes with every year. I hate getting rid of any of them. They always top it somehow. I'm such a sucker. Well, Kim, if you're a sucker, we all are. Laura, I love this set. I agree, Laura. Genevieve, G-Ann. Goodness, G-Ann. Love this. Fun layout. Love the way the snow looks. Yes, Janet. Awesome, Kim. Thank you, Pat. Go back. If I missed anything, anybody, it's my fault. Seal, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I have found that if you wipe the stencil and palette knife with either a baby wipe or a wet cloth, it cleans right up. Okay, I'm going to have to try that. I think my fear, which I'm sure you're right, Janet. My fear was like that the wipe would smush it down to the back of the stencil and then I'd have a whole mess. So I'm like, let me just go rinse it off. Palette knife, I can totally see, like it makes sense now. Grab a little baby wipe because you probably got them right beside your area. Wipe that palette knife off. Very smart. So I'm definitely going to try that. Laura, love this set. Thank you. Let me go down. Y'all, I'm hungry. Whew. Do you think some glitter can be added to the plain paste? Oh, yes, girl. Row. I don't see why not. I would mix it separately personally, just so you have your white still. And then pour it on a plastic, acrylic, whatever, or your glass mat studios. Not pour, but scoop out some white. And if you have loose glitter, mix it in. Yes, I think you could completely do that. I didn't know the shimmer embossing paste was out. Like I should know because I checked this inventory status list like a hawk. Shimmery white paste, September 2nd. Okay, if anybody tries to order shimmery white embossing paste, it's out until September 2nd. Thank you, Ro. But you could mix the white with glitter 100% because you can pretty much mix anything with them. Anything, you know, whatever you choose. Let me get out my white. I don't know if it's even open. I can't remember because I used the shimmer. But the white, oh yeah, it is open. I don't know if this one's dried out. Let me look. I know it's good. I think I've never used it though. Looks like whipped cream in there. I was gonna say the white might be whiter than the shimmery white. I don't know. I'm just saying. Okay. Thank you, Marcia. Thanks, Dana. Card 3 is a favorite because of different technique applied. Thank you, Dana. Pat, love card number 3. I can send you that card. I'm buying the snow embossing folder now. Love it. Lori, that die cut reminds me of coral. Yes, definitely. I'm glad you like the Halloween card, Kim. Where is Brit today? She is on her table. I can go get her. Thank you, Linda. I clean front and back of stencil, Janet. Everybody. Janet says, clean the front and back. So yeah, I'm going to try it. Yes, September. Really like the second one, Cindy. Martha likes all 3. Thank you so much. Thanks, Amy. Okay, y'all want to see Brittany? I'll go get her real quick. She's going to be asleep again. Brittany, come here. Oh my goodness. She is not hard to pick up, but she literally is in the middle of that table. It's a round table, and I have stuff piled all around her for upcoming classes. So I have to reach over all that and pick her up, and it's she's heavy. Oh my goodness, look how sleepy she is. Oh, she's like, really? I just want to go back to sleep today. So pretty. This is pretty. Thank you, Lori. Great to spend Thursday morning with you as well. All right, everyone have a great day. Me and Brittany are going to eat lunch. And then I got other work to do. So I'll be doing something. She's so cute. Hi. Sweet girl. She's like, I'm not really in the mood for this today. I'll tell y'all what though. And she's so hairy. Now she jumped up here. Every time I do my team meeting Zooms on, not every time, but a lot of times when I do my team meeting Zooms on Thursday, it's over there where I usually keep my computer at a little desk. That's when she decides to jump up. And she jumps up and walks on the desk in front of the computer while I'm trying to do a business training. So that's crazy. Number 2 is Seal's favorite. Yes. Janet says, hi, Brittany. My dragon likes all of my colors and cards. Yes. Go back to napping, Britt. Exactly. She will. All right. Everyone have a great day. I appreciate y'all very much. Thank you for being here. And yeah, I should see you next Thursday. I'll probably be showing you new stuff next Thursday. Bye.